Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. Today we have two replays. Are they a win or are they a loss? You decide if you think this is a win or if it's going to be a loss. Now, first up, we have a K91, and I'm just going to say Thor. It's Thor. Because I'm not pronouncing these names. Both of these names, I think both players are Polish. And both players, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the whole name because I'm just going to make myself look absolutely stupid. So Thor, he's driving the K91 and he is with Rudy, who is in the Vickers. Sorry, they are on mines, and Rudy's managed to get up the hill. So that's a great start for his team, and that's a great start for him to have that protection from someone that knows how to play and someone that he can rely on to help him deal damage to the team. Now, there's only going to be really two players this game that deal damage. That is him and that is his platoon mate. So the K91 is one of the best tier 9s at the moment. Since Wargaming buffed the tank, it is absolutely insane. Now, as you can see, Thor is coming up against tier 10. Fair enough, there is only a couple of tier 10s, but the K91 has got a strong turret. It is able to bounce, not comfortably, but it can bounce on the turret. So even though he's using the gun depression here on mines, he is getting a little bit lucky that no one is actually shooting him. If they aimed, they would be able to actually pen the turret, especially if they shoot premium ammunition. So at the moment, he hasn't taken any damage back. He's dealt 2k damage, or 2.8k damage, should I say, and he's actually quite comfortable. Dealing damage here on this E100, dealing damage on the IS-8, but there is a couple of waffles in the back in the sniping position, so he does need to watch out for them. But at the moment, it's 2 minutes gone, and the enemy have two tanks down. So at the minute, you would definitely say this is going to be a win. The way it's going for him and his team, it looks like it's definitely going to be a win. Is things going to change? We'll wait and see. There's another tank down, but all of a sudden, two tanks, the waffles strike together. Two tanks down, including his platoon mate that was on the hill. That was a double blow for his team, and all of a sudden, that has just changed the position him and his team are in. But he's still doing the damage. He's trying to ignore the E100 here and to go for the IS-8. Again, great move there. The right move as well in clearing the tank. Not so much going for damage, but going for them kills, taking a gun out of the game, just to try and make it a bit more comfortable for his team. Now, the tortoise there, God knows what that tortoise was doing. And the waffle strikes again to clear that guy. So 3 versus 4. Well, 4 versus 3. And we know that the two waffles are at the back, so that means we know that this E100 is on his own, which is why he made a move in trying to get behind this rock. He does take a shot from the E100, but now he can comfortably track him in his position, and unfortunately bounces that shot. He really could have dealt with that penning. That means he would have only had to deal one shot or one shell when he next reloads. But at the minute, he's just going to wait. He's going to be patient. He's there. There is a couple of tanks on the hill there, but they need to be very careful. Now, was it worth it? Was it worth taking that shot there? We will wait and see. But he does manage to get another shot, leaves him on 100 HP, and he is going to just try and aim at his turret, and he does take out that E100. So at the moment, it's now a 4 versus 2. Both waffles are still at the back. There goes the WZ11114. He's blocked 1000 damage. He hasn't blocked too much, and he's on 6.5k damage now. He's trying the HE there. Nice roll, 428 roll into that waffle. That puts him now on 7000 damage. He's got 2 shells remaining. Is he going to go for the full reload and go into a different position? Because he could be a potential one-shot for any of these waffles. Now, he is going to go for the full reload. It's still a 3 versus 2. He has been spotted, so he needs to be careful, and there goes the E100. So the waffles single-handedly bring it down now to a 2-on-2. One of the waffles is a full hit point. So he needs to be very careful, especially as he could be one-shotted. Now, he gets a nice shot there. He is able to get behind the rock. Is he going to go for the full reload, or is he going to play it risky here? Very, very risky. And again, he gets away with it. He gets away with it. 17 HP, 7.8k damage now. Again, he played that very risky. Was it worth taking a shot to put yourself down to 1700 HP, or would it have been worth just waiting for this 121B to come and help him? Now there's only 2 minutes left on the clock. He knows he can clear this guy. If he can penetrate all 3 HE shells, maybe even 2, he should be able to penetrate this guy. And while the waffle isn't looking, he manages to get 1 shot, he manages to get 2 shots, leaves him on 30 HP, but of course it's going to be a win. Well played, and that is actually number 1 Hall of Fame at the moment. 8,600 damage. Nice amount of credits there as well. 176,000 credits earned as well. So 8,600 damage, 3,200 done by Rudy there in the Vickers, and next after that was just 600 damage. The waffle lucky strike, he did a pretty good job on the enemy team, over 5,000 damage, and I may have to add he was only a 40% player, so he did really well. Next up, again, we have a Polish player, Melody. That is all I'm going to pronounce, Melody. In fact, there's actually 2 of them in a platoon, exactly the same name. I'm assuming they changed one of the O's around or something like that to make it look like the exact same name. Now, his platoon mate in the IS-7 doesn't do a great job. He is driving the Super Conqueror. Now, I do have to say, I'm sorry for the reload bar. I actually, as soon as I hit play, I actually drifted off asleep for like a minute, and then I woke up and half recorded. I think it's about a minute of the game, or just over a minute of the game, so it will go off very soon. So he's platoon mate in the IS-7. He plays very aggressive, and unfortunately for him, he does open up nearly all of the team, and he is over there on his own, so he is just going to get absolutely wrecked. Now, I do have to add that Appa, the clan Appa, is actually quite well known for rigging games. Rigging games to get Hall of Fame games, to get mega damage games. So I thought, you know what, I am going to show this, because this just goes to show not all the players in the clan, not every player, not all the time do they actually rig games to get this damage. This damage is high damage, and actually it was a well-deserved damage. Is it going to be a win, or is it going to be a loss? Now, they are already 2 tanks down on their team, 2 tanks now down on the enemy. He does clear the Death Star, which was a great decision. Only 84 or 94 damage there, but that was, he needed to clear that Death Star. Now he's going for the Leopard 1. If he can get HE in that guy, I mean, this tank has Hesh, so he can do big damage, but unfortunately he's not going to risk the Hesh, but he should at this moment in time, he should, but unfortunately misses that shot there, which means the Leopard stays alive just a little bit longer. Now, the enemy team that destroyed his platoon mate have now flanked all around, and it's still a 5 versus 5. Now, you can see the armor of this thing does work. The armor on the Super Conqueror is actually really good. It has an amazing turret, good DPM, and it's got nice hash. Now, people that don't know, when you're face hugging an AMX 50B, there's just a little section right there that can be HE'd, and as you can see, I never even knew that until I think I see Happy Kiwi do it on one of his streams once, and I thought, oh, do you know what? I didn't even try switching to HE or Hesh, or mostly HE, when looking at a 50B like that, but there is just that little section that can be penned with HE. But he does manage to clear that guy. He has lost half of his hit points, and it is a 2 versus 3 now. The Leopard 1 is a 1-shot. There is a mouse on 3,000 hit points over there. There's an IS-7 that is half hit points, and there is also a TD somewhere. At the moment, there is a Badger who is also on full hit points. So it's going to be a toughie. It's going to be a toughie. The mouse is capping base A, or has caught base A. So they now have 2 cap points, and now there goes the Leopard. He finds himself half hit points against 2 full hit point tanks, and now a 2-shot IS-7. If he can pull this off, what a game this can be. He needs to be quick though. He needs to take these tanks out and possibly even go and recap a base, but at this point they are quite far behind on supremacy points. He will have to cap both bases to be in a chance to win this game, or he needs to take these guys out pretty quickly. But when you've got a full hit point mouse to deal with on your own, it doesn't, it's not a quick job. It's not a quick job, especially as now the enemy are on 700 supremacy points. He needs to do something. He's on 4.9k damage. Nice HE shell there into the back of the Badger. He needs to clear this Badger as soon as possible, because the Badger is coming. He's coming quickly. Well, I say quickly, he's coming, and if he can get into the position where he's on the hill, then that is going to be very, very difficult, because as we know, the turret or the armor on the Badger, as you can see there, he needs to expose a lot of his tank to be able to get his gun down to get the bottom of the hull, because that's the only position. I mean, he's shooting APCR as well, and that's the only position he can shoot. That's the only position he can get that shot off. Of course, doing that, he has lost a little bit of hit points, and he finds himself now a 2-shot. He does manage to clear that guy. 800 supremacy points now. Now, the mouse, fair play to the mouse. He can see that they're winning on supremacy points. He could have easily pushed. He could have easily pushed towards this Super Conqueror, but he's actually playing it differently. He's actually thinking, you know what? If you want the win, come and get the win. I'm reversing. I'm not coming to you. We're going to win. If you want to win, you're going to have to do something. So fair play to that mouse in not actually attacking, actually making the Super Conqueror attack him. And he now has to, Melody has to do something. 900 supremacy points and still 1500 damage to get through. 7,900 damage now. Nice shot. He does take a shot in return, leaves him on 83 hit points. Is he going to do it? 950 supremacy points. There's another shot. He needs to get close to him. He needs to go face hugging or side hugging. He needs to get these bounces. 980 supremacy points. Can he get a high roll now? Is it going to be enough time? 990. 1,000 supremacy points, and he leaves the mouse on 51 freaking HP. Unlucky Melody. 9,400 damage and a loss because of supremacy. Damn you, supremacy. Damn you. Thank you guys for sending me that in. Thank you, Cougar, for sending me that first replay in. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye. With